right, today we are sinking our teeth into a really delicious debate. It all started with a simple question online, and man, it has cooked up a serious storm. The question is the legendary French cuisine actually overrated? So, this is the big one, isn't it? This is the question right at the heart of it all. It's a debate that's been bubbling up on platforms like Reddit, and it's challenging decades, maybe even centuries, of what we all thought was a culinary fact. So, is the king of cuisines actually losing its crown? Okay, so let's break this down. We're going to look at the core arguments from both sides of this culinary clash. And we're not just going to explore what people are saying, but also why this is all happening right now. It's pretty fascinating. First up, let's hear from the prosecution. We're going to dive into the arguments for why some people feel that French cuisine's super prestigious reputation, well, it might be a little overbaked. So the first big knock you hear against it is that French cooking is just too rigid, that it's basically a monument to the past that really hasn't evolved with modern tastes or, modern techniques. And comments like this one, they get right to the heart of the critique. The feeling is that French cuisine is more about looking back and historical reverence than it is about what's relevant today. It's like a cuisine that's been preserved in amber instead of one that's alive and kicking. And this museum food idea, it really boils down to a few key points. Critics will point to this heavy reliance on butter and cream sauces, a real resistance to bringing in global flavors, and a kind of formality that just feels out of step with how we like to eat today. And that leads us straight into the second line of attack, the idea that, hey, while French food was standing still, other cuisines from around the world just sprinted right past it, offering way more excitement and innovation. You see this sentiment a lot, right? I mean, modern diners have these amazing global palates, and a lot of the time they're choosing the vibrant, the diverse, the more accessible flavors you find in other food traditions over that classic French bistro meal. And you can see this shift happening everywhere. I mean, the absolute explosion in popularity of cuisines like Italian, Japanese, and Mexican has totally shaken up that old culinary hierarchy where France used to sit right at the top, no questions asked. The game has definitely changed. But wait, that is only half the story, because the defense of French cuisine is incredibly powerful. It argues that its greatness isn't just about what's on the plate today, but it's about its fundamental role in shaping how we all cook and eat. So, at the very core of the defense is this idea. French cuisine isn't just another style of cooking. It's the actual DNA of Western culinary arts. It gives us the language, the techniques, and the structure that professional kitchens all over the world are literally built on. I mean, just take the 5 mother sauces, which were codified by the legendary chef Auguste Escoffier. Mastering these is still a cornerstone of professional training. Seriously, if you're making a great mac and cheese or a delicious gravy, you are, in a very real way, speaking French. And it's not just about the sauces. Look at any modern kitchen. This whole hierarchy, the brigade system, that was a French invention. It brought order and efficiency to the total chaos of a professional kitchen. And guess what? That system is still the global standard today. This quote really just nails the whole argument for the defense. The idea is that French cuisine's influence is so fundamental, so baked into everything, that a lot of the time we don't even see it. It's present in the techniques and structures of the very foods that now seem to be challenging it. So let's step back from the food fight for just a second, because the debate itself tells us something really fascinating about our changing culture and about what we value in the food we eat. What's really happening is a clash between two totally different ideas of what great food even means. On one side, you've got the traditional view, which is all about complexity, rules, and exclusivity. On the other, you've got this modern view, which values authenticity, bold flavors, and accessibility. French cuisine was the undisputed king of that first model, but this new model, it's much more of a food democracy. So what's driving all this change? Well, it's kind of the perfect storm, isn't it? Our palates have gone global, we've got food media and influencers in the palm of our hands, we're demanding more casual and authentic dining experiences, and we can get ingredients from pretty much anywhere in the world. So all of this brings us to a final, really crucial thought. Maybe the whole point here isn't to pick a winner in this fight between France and, well, the rest of the world. The real story here isn't about one cuisine being good and another one being bad. It's about evolution. The simple fact that we're even having this debate is a sign of a really healthy, vibrant, and changing global food culture. And honestly, that's something to get excited about. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. What cuisine will define greatness for the next generation? It might not be about a single cuisine at all. Maybe the future of greatness lies in fusion or in authenticity, or maybe in something we haven't even tasted yet. What do you think?